Currently, there are no competition for big companies on YouTube because every brand has a YouTube channel, but all they upload is like about new features or ads they have shot 4 years ago. But the truth is that YouTube is a much bigger opportunity than these brands realize for lead generation, for lead nurturing, and a lot of other things. I have seen time from time again brands that have generated millions of dollars in ARR because they have an educational YouTube channel with an actual great strategy. So today we are creating that strategy for Loom. My name is Zsomtor, I have 350 million views on YouTube, work with a bunch of companies to scale their educational channels, and right now you will see in real time how I find good video ideas for these companies and how these educational videos can actually get you new customers very easily. So what I like to do first of all is to search up the channel and see what they are doing right now. And usually when I search up a company, I see it right away and I can click on it, but right now I don't see anything and I first see alternative ads rather than the actual company. So Loom alternatives, Imagine Dragons, like this stuff. Again, Loom alternative. So there is nothing about Loom here. Oh, I have a how to use Loom. And if I go to the channel, then I can find Loom. Welcome to Loom's official YouTube channel. And they have videos, as I see, but it doesn't show up when I search up Loom. And yeah, this is like basically a normal company's YouTube channel. It's even a bit better than usual, but it's like bad titles, doesn't matter, old ads they have, new updates, introducing videos, and of course tutorials. It's not that bad because people can actually learn how to use the software, but now we have to figure out, okay, what is the strategy, but now we have to figure out, okay, what will be the strategy, and the first step of finding the strategy is figuring out who are we talking to. And of course, it's very important that the person we are talking to want to use Loom. They are potential clients for Loom. We can't create like random tutorial videos, random helpful educational videos for people who doesn't even plan to use Loom. Okay, I feel like the strategy number one and the first way we can go is the one that I see right now currently in the market and people who use Loom and what they are using it for. Obviously, Loom itself advertises it as like a save time. You don't have to go to meetings. You just record a quick video, send it over, and it saves time. And I use it myself for that as well. But what I see in the market is that a lot of people use it to cold email people and to send videos and to create like free work with it. Like if I search up Loom cold email, I see best Loom cold email strategy, best Loom outreach strategy, the Loom personalized cold email strategy, and a lot of things. So that means that a lot of people use it for this, and this could be a way where we can go. We can help people get more clients and get more stuff with the Loom software and with Loom outreach. And I actually know somebody who has a coaching program, and the biggest part of his coaching program is Loom cold email outreach. I learned it from him, and I know people pay a lot of money for this and to learn this information. And for the second strategy, I still want to look at how Loom says and talks about itself and what they say in these ads, which is kind of weird because it doesn't really fit my screen. Okay, it's weird. No worries. Okay, I just watched it. I know this is their main angle for a reason, so it will be a bit weird to have a YouTube channel in a different niche while on the homepage it's much different messaging. But right now, currently, as I'm thinking about it, it's a bit harder to create videos for people who are like working and they just have a bunch of meetings and they want to get rid of meetings. It's not as straightforward as the other strategy, but still we have to think about because this is the main angle. Okay, so I came to AI and I pasted in the Loom's homepage text, and then I will ask him like, what should we do? What does he think? I'm creating a YouTube channel for Loom, and the point of the YouTube channel is to educate people on a subject where the software Loom is actually involved in the solution. What do you think would be a good angle for an educational channel which aligns with the original messaging of the software? And now we ask and then see the replies. Remote work mastery, communication, productivity aligns perfectly with Loom's core value of, yep. I mean, we can go the remote work route, actually. Okay, so Cloud gave me a good idea to go for the remote work, and let's see how people react to it. I know remote work has been going back, and slowly we are swinging back to the office work and doing that. We have to stop remote work burnout, 250K 4 years ago. Okay, I don't like this angle. Now, this is much more interesting. 5 things to cover in weekly meetings, 1.6 million views 4 years ago. Um, if we're talking about if we are talking about how to like avoid meetings, how to save time and stuff like this, we can actually talk to people who run companies, and it doesn't have to be big, like it can be small companies, but they can like integrate Loom into their strategy, and it would be a good total addressable market for small business owners and like small companies, and still it would be very helpful because it helps them save time. And for small businesses where everybody does everything, it's much easier to communicate that way. Team management is not a bad one. Okay, so after looking and after searching, strategy 2 will be our winner, which will be talking to small business owners, and we talk about how to like manage teams, how to reduce meetings, and maybe you can even talk about how to get clients with Loom. But essentially, we are talking to one type of person. We are talking to a small business owner who has a lot of things to do, and everything has to go through them in order to be completed. You know, when there is a small business and there is somebody at the CEO spot, everything has to go through him in order to be actually accepted. And so this is very hard, and Loom can change that, and Loom can help with that, not even change that, but just help, and also help in managing the team and having less meetings, having more time, even for remote work. Like how can you have remote work in your small business? That can be a good video as well. So we are talking to small business owners who are bad at managing time, teams. Okay, so right now we have to figure out a good YouTube video idea which will generate them new customers. And the way we will do that is that we will have an educational video with a lot of steps in order to solve a problem, and one of those steps will be like use Loom. And so we have solved the problem for the small business owner, but in order to solve this problem, you will use Looms. So just for an example, if you want to have better meetings, step 1, have a clear goal about a meeting, and step 2, figure out who needs to be involved. And step 3 will be use Loom. Hey, don't actually go to the meeting room, just send Looms to each other so it's quick. And like this way we give a solution for this business owner, and the business owner will be like, okay, this is actually a smart thing, and what is this software? Loom. And they will check out Loom, and if they find it good and they want to try it, they will subscribe to it and try it out. And if it works, and if the product is good and it's good, then it will work. And we just got a new customer from an educational YouTube channel. And also it helps with the relationships of the customer, because imagine you use Loom and the Loom itself helps you to scale your business. That's a very good relationship, and like they will respect you and love you even more. Okay, so we just have to find our educational video. Of course, if I see an outlier like this, I will go about it and search up weekly meetings and see how many views they get. Run meetings and don't suck. That's not bad. Weekly meetings, 5 meeting points to discuss. Okay, again, I went to my YouTube assistant and asked for ideas about the weekly meeting thing and angle, and it gave me some good. The 7-minute daily update that replaces our morning meetings. That means that this like this 7-minute and like meeting, and people can actually look at and think about, okay, so it's just 7 minutes instead of a 1 hour meeting. That's so much better. So this could be a good starting point to start off. I wouldn't use it like this exactly, maybe with like some small changes, but this is not actually bad thing. Basically, I like how this angle shows the desired result for the small business owner. Like it saves time basically, and they read this and they are interested in what is this small thing that they have to do instead of the big, hard and painful thing that they are doing right now. Okay, so these are 3 titles that I came up with right now, and I think for now it will be good. But basically, the 7-minute daily update that replaces our morning meetings. If you're wasting time in weekly meetings, this 7-minute system was made for you. Or the simple 7-minute system that replaces 92% of our meetings. And right now would be the time to actually figure out the video, what we'll talk about it, what are the steps, what are the frameworks. And for this, we usually use an expert who actually knows how to do this, how Loom can change meetings and what is a good meeting and how can it be done in 7 minutes. Of course, we are not punching him or pushing it like too much. Hey, it has to be 7 minutes. It must be 7 minutes. If he says it can be done in 50 minutes, that can be good as well, because of course the video in itself has to make sense. It's not clickbait, but it's helpful for small business owners. But basically, from my expertise, what would be this whole framework is: step 1, have goals. So have goals for the next day and for the week, reporting to you instead of meetings. Like, meetings are unnecessary. A lot of people is there at the same time while they aren't like involved in everything that we talk about, so it's just unproductive for everybody. It's much easier to report to you and report to the person who needs to know what is going on. And from this, step 3 can be use Loom instead of live. And that means that somebody can create a Loom and he doesn't have to tell to 3 different people because somebody haven't come in today, and you have to catch up and keep him updated tomorrow, let's say, and somebody is already here. Now you just record the Loom and just send a link. And now I could say in the Loom, point 1 should be like what was the goal, what I have done. Point 3 is what will be the next goal. And extra point, keep this under 5 minutes. So now this is like, okay, you have to use Loom instead of live, but still you know the whole framework on how to save a ton of time instead of the weekly meetings or the morning meetings. And now if I want to go real crazy, I can say like, okay, but this means you have to watch a ton of Looms, and I can promote like a new feature. Loom's AI feature turns it into one sentence, so you can read the one sentence, and if you are like interested in any details, you can go through the videos. And this will be important because use Loom instead of live. That means that, okay, people will like, okay, Loom is great and I want to use Loom, but there are other Loom alternatives, but maybe nobody has Loom AI features, you know what I mean? So we differentiate ourselves even more compared to our competitors. So that means that you as a business owner have to read one sentence every morning, and if you are interested in more details, you can check the Loom. And now it will take you 7 minutes instead of a 1 hour meeting. And now the tricky part comes, because we can figure out the best video idea. We can say like, okay, this will be the best video in the world, but if people won't click on it and people won't watch it, and the people who is our potential clients, then it doesn't even matter. So we usually start with a title and thumbnail, but right now I started with a concept. But basically we have to figure out if we can actually package it, because if we can't find the thumbnail for it, it doesn't matter. Like, we have to scrape the video and start with another one. Okay, so I'm trying to search for a picture for the thumbnail about the CEOs, and I think these 2 guys are the CEOs. Actually, I know Joe Thomas is one of them, but I didn't know this is the other person who probably built it together with Joe. And this picture will be probably good for our thumbnail and my idea. So let's quickly design it, just a draft. And of course, it will be much easier if we have an actual recording or a recorder, a person who records this video, because then it will be like, we can say like, okay, can you do this pose? Because that would be great for our thumbnail idea. But right now we have to do what we can. Okay, so I like this reminder thing, but I just don't know how we can actually make this work very well. Okay, I have an even better idea. So what I like to do in the thumbnails is either show the desired result that people have, and this is one of the biggest things, or go the opposite and show like the biggest pain that they have. I like to do usually like desired situation, but right now I feel like this can work. We have like a calendar thing, like weekly meeting, catch-up meeting, lunch meeting, Monday meeting, monthly meeting. Okay, so if you check this right now, we have the colors of the Loom. We have like a stop this, we have the situation showing and showing the problem, and now it becomes much easier to understand what the video is about. And I can look at this and I say like, okay, without the title and without everything, I know what this video is about. You want me to stop doing meetings, so this is a good place to be in. Of course, we could make this 100 times better, and it would be like much better if we actually put the time into it, but right now this is perfect for us. We just want to create a draft and show how it can be done. Yeah, so basically I would work around the calendar even more to make it look much cleaner and much more attractive, but this is the main idea. So I came up with like, if you are wasting time in meetings, this 7-minute system is for you. And we have like the stop this, because this title resonates more with the thumbnail. Like, it's more in sync with like stop this if you're wasting time in meetings. So this, now we have a YouTube video for Loom that can be actually good to acquire customers and get more users for the Loom, because people who watch these videos are interested in reducing their meetings, and Loom in itself is like the solution for it. But we have a great like framework around it, so it's not just hey, use Loom, it's hey, have goals, have people reporting to you, and use Loom instead of live, and this is what to say in the Loom, and this is how Loom's AI feature helps you to even save more time. And so this is a much better argument than just seeing an ad from Loom like, are you tired of meetings? Well, Loom can help you with that. Like, okay, Loom is the what will replace my meetings, but what is the how will it replace my meetings? And so this video can give you a help on that. If you want me to do this for your company, check the link in the description. And if you want to also see how I did this for Dropbox, click on the video right now.